Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is our wedding anniversary trip to Guanajuato, Mexico in November of 2021. The car ride to the city never gets old. We take a 15-minute taxi ride to the city, and as you approach the city, you pass through underground tunnels. We booked a suite at a boutique hotel called Casa del Rector. It's definitely the most unique and beautiful hotel I would recommend, but there are plenty other wholesome options you can stay at. Our room this time has an old kitchen hood from the 19th century. Some details are the original structure, but most are the modern architecture. We got some lunch at a spot that we hadn't tried, and it was 7 out of 10. Then we walked around to the main garden plaza, which is always full of life and brings back the best memories for myself and my husband. Even for my mom, who visited the city with us 3 times while planning our wedding, she has the same soft spot for the city as we do. We had some drinks at a bar with live music, which is the norm here. This is our hotel at night. I really can't tell you if I prefer it in the day or in the nighttime. Waking up in this place is so cozy. They have a great restaurant and cafe, as well as a rooftop bar, which oversees the city. And they also have a boutique whose owner has become our good friend already. Our second day, we went to the iconic Callejón del Beso. I really wanted to update our kissing picture, and we just walked around the whole city, taking it all in. It was actually Thanksgiving Day back home, and our wedding chef's restaurant had a holiday menu. Our chef actually competed recently on the Iron Chef Mexico edition on Netflix. We watched it all just to see her. For dinner, we got some El Paisa tacos, which were recommended by a taxi driver on our 2019 trip, and we never looked back. They're so good. The following day, we took a tour to see Cristo Rey on the mountain, as you can see there. I'm zooming in. It's a very religiously Catholic state, I would say, so it's really incredible visiting such a site and monument. On the way back, the tour guide stops for our lunchtime, and then we visit a ceramic store. As you can see there, that's the owner. He was demonstrating a bit of crafting to us, and it helps bring customers in since this shop is pretty isolated from the city. Back in the city at night, we visited another ceramic shop called Cuerpo Vitreo, where everything is also painted by hand, but the intricacy here blows my mind. In November of 2020, we bought a small vase, but I accidentally broke it months later at home. So now in this 2021 trip, we bought a bigger vase. However, We wish we could own every single piece. I could really spend hours looking at every piece. They're just so cute. I love them. So after going to the ceramic shop, we went back to our hotel and we saw our first anniversary surprise. It was by the hotel staff who we had mentioned our anniversary to, and they set up for us a cheese board and a bottle of wine. It was so sweet of them. They really didn't have to, but it was so sweet. For dinner that night, we tried a new brick oven pizza place. It was delicious. You can't really go wrong with Italian, but this place was just better than your average pizza. Each morning we would have breakfast at our hotel. They have many options like Mexican breakfast or just traditional breakfast like fruit, yogurt, eggs Benedict, you name it. This day, a long tour awaited us with 3 stops, including Conservas de Santa Rosa, which is a very successful jam and candy business. And then Dolores Hidalgo, where you visit the house and grave of Jose Alfredo Jimenez. If you don't know him, you might still know his songs. He is a true Mexican legend, and this was a painting in his house/museum with everything relating to him. We walked around the main garden in Dolores Hidalgo, which is in front of the church. Dolores Hidalgo is known for being the place, and specifically the church, where they rang the bells to officially declare independence from the Spanish. And lastly, we visited San Miguel de Allende. I had never visited San Miguel de Allende before, and the tour didn't give me enough time to really explore and appreciate it, but it was better than not going at all. We got back to the city and went out for some elote and live music at the garden. So something really cool is the previous night I posted on Instagram that I wanted everything from Cuerpo Vitreo, and this night our 2 wedding planners sent us an anniversary gift to our hotel room, which included this beautiful display dish and macaroons and a card. I was really excited to take it home. And the next day, on our actual anniversary, we got up early to go to Mass at our church with our priest, and we got to talk with him afterwards. And he was really surprised to see us, and we were so happy to see each other. It didn't really feel like a whole year had passed. After Mass, we drove to the Mina de Guadalupe, which is our unbelievable wedding venue. We had planned a picnic on short notice the first day that we arrived with a local vendor, and honestly, the time of day was the sunniest, but the weather and intimate celebration was just perfect. I really feel so blessed to know this place and to have had the chance to celebrate our wedding here. The city, of course, but mainly in this venue and that church. It was such a dream, and going back every time gives me butterflies. I don't know how anyone else perceives it through a picture or a video, but just know that when you're there, like seeing it with your own eyes, it's bigger than you think, and it's just stunning. Like, it leaves you speechless how big it is, and just knowing that it's something full of history. We went out for some lunch, and I took a few pictures at our hotel. And later for that night, we got tickets to go see the soccer team of León, Guanajuato. It was my first soccer game ever, and I really can't wait to go again. It was much cleaner than I expected, and it was really fun with all the fans, and they actually won 2-0, so that was a bonus. Here, everyone's going crazy with the goal, and once it was over, we had an Uber driver ready to take us back to our hotel, so we wouldn't have to wait or walk around too much because it was a drive. On our very last full day, we kind of ran out of things to do, or at least things that we wanted to do. So we just went up to the panoramic view of the city, and then we walked back down hundreds of steps instead of taking the funicular railway. The walk felt short with all this art along the walls of the alleys. We had never seen this before because we always take the railway back down. At night, we reached out to our friends from our hometown who we met here for the first time since they were on a wedding trip of their own. They had gotten married the night before, and we wanted to congratulate them and have some drinks. Finally, we got up early the next day, had some breakfast, and headed home. Not sure if I mentioned at the beginning, but my mom also came with us, and here she is, really stylish at the airport. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching and hearing all about this trip to Guanajuato. I really hope you feel inspired to visit, and I'll see you later.